again, and today I'll be looking at this fragrance right here. It's called Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Oh my god, I just smelled it from. Oh, yeah. This was one of my first loves as a fragrance. The first one being Replica Jazz, Maison Margiela, Replica Jazz Club. Uh, but this one, it's like it's not cheap, you know, especially for someone starting out in fragrances. And I was like, should I really buy that? It looks like a huge step, but I did. I actually did, and I rebought it even because it was so good. Um, my God, it's supposed to imitate a dessert from India. I think it's called kufi. I never had any, but I sure would like to have some because of this fragrance right there. It's a gourmand, so like you really want to eat the person that's wearing it, and sometimes catch myself chewing on myself. No, but for real, this is super good. Not not too sweet. Like the dessert, I think it's not that sweet of a dessert. It's like pretty tame in levels of sweetness, but it's a bit sweet and it's so good. There's neroli in there that gives a sharp blast of maybe freshness, crispness to the fragrance, but all the rest is like it's cardamom, it's like spices and incense and like this is like Tom Ford is like probably the designer house that is the most like reputed to do fragrances that are like sex in a bottle. This is one of them. Like ombre leather is that. This is that. Black orchid is that. It's like super sexy, but like, it's like in a gourmand way. It's like it's something that makes you go a bit carnal. Makes you close to your own sensuality, and yeah, and even like the bottle is super nicely designed. The cap is super great. Uh, I cannot recommend it enough. At least to smell like this one. And I always say, if you're to smell, like if you're to try Tom Ford Noir Extrême, also do try Tom Ford Noir pour femme. And it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. If you want like Noir Extrême and Noir pour femme, some guys really enjoy more Noir pour femme because they're basically like aiming at the same thing. And I have this one. My sister has Noir pour femme, which is pretty classic, right? Because I'm a man and she's a woman, so Noir pour femme. But one of my friends, she smelled this when I was on a vacation, and she went frenzy. And I told her, do try both. I tell guys and girls like try both because they're so similar, and sometimes one just does more the job than the other. And she went full on for no extreme. So it's like, oh, like I say, as usual, if you love it, you love it. You don't need to buy a. And I think it's like a marketing thing that Noir pour femme is because like my sister when she wears it, people tell her that it's pretty masculine a scent, and I've been told that it's pretty feminine a scent, Noir Extreme. So and also Noir Extreme is less extreme than Tom Ford Noir. Like it's a lot more tame and smooth. So keep that in mind. The marketing doesn't do anything, uh, but it's like an iconic scent, and it has nothing really to do with Tom Ford Noir. It has something to do, but it's not the same scent. And like if you compare to like Tom Ford Noir Anthracite that I've got right here, this is a completely different beast. The only thing that they all have in common is that darkness, that deepness, that noir side to it. But try it. Like it's something that smells good on many occasions. It's nice to dress up. It's nice to dress all black, wearing the Tom Ford Noir line. But and Tom Ford in general, like it's an all black, sexy vampire thing, you know. So you know, go for it and don't be afraid. Like it lasts a long time. I always buy the 50 ml because I'm like, oh, I don't want to buy a super huge bottle of that. And it, yeah, yeah, it's kind of tough. So the first one I got like was at the beginning of my fragrance journey, and so I wear it out all the time. And now I don't wear it all the time, but I still really appreciate the scent. So this is everything I've got to say for that. Spread love,